Hi, I'm Lena Zagmori, and I'm going to be discussing um, how to use the SAGE Research Database for communication and the media studies discipline. So first, I'm going to explain what SAGE Research Methods is. So it's a research-focused social sciences database. So that means it focuses more on research technique and how to analyze research rather than just information. And this database has journal articles, case studies, data sets, reference entries, books, and videos. Um, and this is also available through library subscription, so it's not open source. And you have to verify your credentials before being able to actually use the research and access the information. Now, I'm going to go into the methods for how you can use SAGE research methods. So the first one is browse, and like the name implies, this allows you to sort of peruse through different parts. And there are three main categories that you can browse with. You have the option to either select the topic, the discipline, or the content type. So, say for example, if you just want to browse within communication and media studies, you can just choose the topic right here. And it'll take you to some of the research sources, also kind of provide you an overview of generally how research is conducted within that field. And so the next one, and this button is right next to the browse option, is the research tools. So this will provide you with different ways to sort of organize and basically to organize your research. So something like the methods map that'll show you different different ways you can decide to research a particular topic. Or like the project planner will give you an idea of what sort of timeline you should have. Like, for example, you should find a topic and then review the literature, and it explains, what are the best ways to review the literature that you're looking through for that topic. And this is best to do when you already have some idea of what topic you're going to work within, but you don't necessarily have the plan yet. So you're still in those planning stages there. And there's also in the middle of the page of the home page of the SAGE Research Methods is the I want to button. And this kind of overlaps a little bit with the research tools. Like you can look into the project planner. That's one way it overlaps. But this mostly allows you to search different research by genre. So if you're looking for books, you can go there, or you can go to video and search within a topic, or maybe just browse through them. And this is also like the research tools when you're in the exploratory phase. You're still looking for exactly what you want to do. Like if you haven't quite decided yet, you can sort of just browse through these. However, when you have a more particular idea of what you're looking for, Sage has both a basic and advanced search. So the basic search, it'll look like this. You just put something into the search box here. Um, so for example, if you wanted to search social media and you wanted to see what Sage had to offer in that area, you could just type in social media and it'll come up with a list of results. Um, if you want to get even more particular, you have the advanced search option. And this allows you to search by a number of fields, like title, author, method, and when they say method, they mean research method, and also keyword, things like that. And there's different limiters you can use as well, and we'll be doing an extended example with that. So this is the example search that I did on Sage. So here on the drop down, I chose method for the first two. And the two methods that I wanted to search for was case study research or observational research. So my results could have either one or both of those. And then I chose to connect them by the Boolean operator and as well. And I added social media as the keyword. So I wanted my results to focus on how people have done these types of research within social media, the social media field. And below the fields and the Boolean operators, there's the limiters. And there's actually three general ways that you can use limiters on Sage. So there's the publication information, the discipline, and also product. Now, for this advanced search, I used two of those limiters. Publication information. I chose to use the content types, and I wanted to search within most of the content types, but I did exclude the project planner here and the foundation. And in discipline, I chose to only search within communication and media studies. So I used that limiter. So this is what the page looks like when you get to the results. And so up here you can see that it will include all the fields, all the limiters that you used. And right here there's this blue button where you can click on modify search. If you decide that either you want to add more, take away more, just maybe alter the ones that you do have there, like if you don't quite get the results that you wanted the first time. And then here there's this little box where you can search within the results. So if you decide that, that's another way, if you decide you're looking for something more particular, more specific, you can search within those results instead of having to look through them all yourself. And then there's this information box here that provides background on generally what communication and media studies is and what kind of research is conducted within that field. Okay, so now we're going to move on to some of the results that came up from this search. And the first one I'm going to discuss is a chapter that was in a larger handbook. It's called Using Social Media and Data Collection, Designing Studies with the Qualitative E-Research Framework. And so here it has some information on the book as a whole, like the abstract, discipline, and the methods used. But where you can find more particular information about that chapter, like to see if it's relevant to what you want, there's this short summary that precedes the actual text of the chapter. And this chapter is useful because it provides information on creating a study involving social media. So this could sort of help someone out who wants to think about how to analyze like behavior or relationships on social media or anything related to researching people on social media. And so the next result is a video using Twitter and social media and social science research, and it's an instructional video by Dr. Luke Sloan, and he discusses the best practices for studying behavior on Twitter specifically. And you can find this out from looking at the summary here. If you click on that, it'll light up green and show you that summary. And there's also a transcript, so you can use that to make this more accessible. So if you're hard of hearing or deaf or something like that, or if you just need to verify what's on, what was said, you can go to the transcript here. So that supplements this resource. And this last one is a case study. So it's a pragmatic mixed method analysis, and it shows you how to find the best research method for analyzing social media. And it really shows you the value of that, providing an example of an actual research study that involves social media. And here, similar to what we saw with the chapter in a book, there's an abstract, except because this is a case study, this abstract only relates to exactly the case study we're going to read, because it's not part of like a larger book or anything like that. So that concludes this presentation on SAGE research. These are the 3 sources that I cited all together, so if you want to look into that more, you can use this information to retrieve those. Thank you.